Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And this is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused.
Must have.
It had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
Duke Johnson, the ball carrier. He's tackled at the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
10. Texans nothing.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Mike, 53, Mike. Hey, watch the leg.
From the gun, a run for Johnson. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
The 20-yard line.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
The Texans with the first opportunity now from the red zone. 1st and 10 right at the 20.
Let's go. Let's bring it.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Will Fuller with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Texans have cut it to within a score.
For the extra point.
So the touchdown there, and that play, the tap pass, so simple, Charles, on the face of it, but what makes it so difficult for defenses to stop?
I think it's the precision and the quickness in which the play occurs, because the snap gets to the quarterback. He's essentially playing volleyball with it, just immediately just shoveling it forward. And when that receiver's at a full head of steam, if you don't take the edge away, he's got a chance to get to the corner and get upfield. But if you take the edge away, that's your chance to disrupt that play.
And no disruption there, that's for sure, as it winds up 6 points. This is taken just shy of the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. On 2nd down, It's Taylor. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Taylor, the ball carrier.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. To throw is Kaepernick. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up the 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Kaepernick. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. Watson on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Fuller. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
2nd and 4. At the
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, and his first carry of the game right there, he had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. On 1st and 10, Watson. Screenplay, Johnson. Not much there, only a yard.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson, throw left side, complete. It's Fuller. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 9.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Two minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it did. Looking at 3rd down here. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Watson to throw on 3rd down. Going to Stills, but this is intercepted. Picked off by the rookie Jeremy Chin. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you can see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. On the handoff, this is Taylor. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Running from the gun, Johnson. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. For the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Watson. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he's in. Touchdown. Duke Johnson. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead.
The kick is good.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Miami Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. On the return, it's Taylor. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Kaepernick. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Again, it's Kaepernick. Campbell making the catch. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
At the 25-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. Made his first. This now from 42 yards out. Blankenship's kick is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
I'm looking mad, nigga.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
So time it up for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. Now the return. Here comes Randall Cobb. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line. AK knocking out trees like timber. Get your baby mom before we bend her. Get the windshield, not the fender. Giving out
the tech. Final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Miami Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. A short kick taken at the 18. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
It's a gain of 4.
Nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Kaepernick looking to throw, 3rd and 2. He's got his tight end, Burton. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. For the first time they've looked his way in this game, he comes through picking up the first. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. It's a gain of 7, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now, Kaepernick again.
Oh, my God.
This ball's tipped and intercepted.
Oh.
Zach Cunningham with a pick. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On second and a yard, Watson is going to find his running back. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the gun, Watson. Got a man open. It's Fuller for the Texans touchdown. Will Fuller, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Texans turn that interception into a touchdown. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead is up to 8.
Miami Fairbairn, the kickoff for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. On the return, it's Taylor. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Oh, my God. Oh.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Jonathan Taylor.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. They run once more with Taylor. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
The 31.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
30-yard line.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there, holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans 16.
First down, Colts.
Quick throw into the hands of Pittman. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Michael Pittman with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Colts are a 2-point conversion away from tying this football game. defense are going to keep the offense on the field as they'll go for 2 here. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it.
Oh, and this nigga took it back. Okay. Should pull back.
Well, there's some excitement, right? Go for 2, and instead it gets picked off. And how about the return? Give them a lot of credit, though, for not giving up after the play.
Yeah, the troops rallied.
Exactly, and getting back there and making the tackle and not giving up 2 points themselves.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Second and 10. Thanks for tagging along with us here from Houston, Texas. Operating from the gun, Watson. Dancing to his left. He gets it left side of Johnson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Now a first down throw, Watson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
2nd and 9 from the 44. From the gun, Watson steps away to his left. Bears it out toward the corner of the end zone. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game. And the Texans will extend their lead. And he had time there, but you give any quarterback that length of time, he'll make you pay.
It just puts way too much stress on guys trying to cover downfield, because, as you said, you don't have much time in the pocket. He can scan the field, find the open person. That's exactly what happened there. And what was the end result again?
Touchdown. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. They go play action here on first down. He completes this one to Mack. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 2nd down, here's Kaepernick. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A gain of
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
to Jonathan Taylor.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. The Colts on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll run the screen with Mack. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down.
18 on the
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory, right at the 40. A give to the fullback on the dive. And he's taken down inside the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
first down, Indianapolis.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of
2nd and 4. They could still get a 1st down without scoring. On the handoff, Taylor. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
the tackle made.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Touchdown.
Jonathan Taylor, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Colts able to get this back within a touchdown. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score, but bottom line, they are still on top with the football, and a touchdown on this drive would really put them in position A. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Terrell Suggs in on the tackle.
Has a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Number 53, Mike 53. Stop your whining. 53 to Mike, 53, check 53. Man, that's trash. That's trash.
They'll try and run down some clock with Johnson. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
Johnson, the ball carrier.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine.
Check 53's Mike. Check 53's Mike.
Again, it's Johnson. Watson now going to run the option right. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Here we go with Johnson. They're going for it with the option right. Johnson jostles free. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 27 yards, a big play there on fourth. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run with a former All-Pro. This is David Johnson. And he stopped immediately there.
Johnson on the carry.
No gain on the play there. Second down.
At the line of scrimmage.
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends. They're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's able to call his own number for 8 that time, but it leaves him with a 3rd down. So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. Yeah, boy, from up here, I don't think Johnson got there. No, he did not. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Bill O'Brien, an offensive mind, and he's going to trust his offense here. They're going for it on fourth. They will indeed snap it to Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on fourth. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Down to a knee here as the Texans look to let the clock roll.
On the keeper. It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 9-yard line.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Down to a knee goes Watson, and that should just about do it for this ball game.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So it was the defense that jumped, and that'll move them 5 yards closer.
I wonder how they did it. What if they twitched a little bit up front, you know, a little subtle head movement that the officials didn't detect, but they got it done. Now they're 5 yards closer for their field goal attempt.
So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for the Texans, the win moves them to 3-9 now on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Colts, they fall to 6-6 now.